chain swing out midway through. And as a rider, you know, if you're riding the same bike as if you're in Superstock 6 and you're on a Kawasaki, you know exactly what your performance as a rider is, because there's probably 20 other bikes exactly the same as yours out there. But you're on a bike that there's only 2 of you on, it's difficult to gauge your performance.
Yeah, you know, for me it's been a tough year in a lot of ways, and yeah, maybe
you still bounce pretty well.
Yeah, I've been off the bike a couple of times, but for me it's been alright. You know, I've learnt more this season than I've learnt in my whole career, and you know, I'm not going to sit here and say it's been great, because I think we all know that it's not been fantastic. But also, it's not an easy class to go into. It's a tough class, and you know, I'm definitely learned so much, and next year can be better. So yeah, like you say, having not many people on your bike don't help, but also there's things that I could have done better. As a team, we could have done better. But you know, that's all boring stuff. For me, it's still positive. I've got things to try in the winter. The bike's going to be better next year. So you know, if I can stay on the bike a little bit more, and hopefully give you something to cheer about.
In the paddock, I know this is totally not to do with the racing, it always intrigues me in the paddock. You've been a MotoGP paddock member for years. You obviously know how it works, and I'm totally unfamiliar with the MotoGP paddock, more from being World Superbike and British Superbike. You've come straight from World Superbike and then British Superbike before that. How is it? Have you fit into the paddock? Is it a bit, looks to me from the outside, a little bit like nobody can get to you, quite exclusive, you can't get into the paddock?
It's like, no one really talks to me, I haven't got any friends, but that's a bit like my everyday life anyway, so it's felt quite at home for me.
And is that what it's like? Don't you hang about together, you travel your motorhomes together, or do you even drive your motorhome? Have you got a driver?
No, I don't have a motorhome. I actually go inside of the, I go inside the hotel all the time, so I don't actually have a motorhome, but it's crazy, you know, Sam's been in the championship all year, and I think we've seen each other 3 or 4 times. You know, it's just...
You think that's a bit sad, or do you think it needs to be, that's how it needs to be?
Well, the thing is, that's how busy you are, you know, that's the job in hand, you know, and you know, you're there to do a job, you're there, you know, as you said, Moto2 is a difficult class. If you can be inside your garage working with your team, trying to understand where the next, you know, 0.2, 0.3 of a second, which is 8 positions sometimes in that championship, is going to come from, then that's what you do, you know, and that's the precedent that's set by everybody, you know, and that comes from MotoGP, where everyone's looking for the final 0-1, 0-2, and that filters all the way down to Moto3,
so let me get this straight, there's no parties and no hire car silliness, you don't smash into each other, the hire cars, or... That's the sad state.
I've not seen it.
Honestly.
I think because there's so many more races in World Superbike, definitely World Superbike is a bit more relaxed, a bit more chilled out. But obviously, it's like anything, as the level gets a bit harder and a bit higher, you know, you've got to put more work in, and that's what it's like there. But
now I'm going to put you on the spot here. I want Bradley to tell me and the people how well he thinks Sam's done. And I want you to give your opinion. Bradley, is that fair? Is that fair? That's fair, isn't it? Yeah. Tell a few tales.
And you finished about 4 races, you can't lose anything.
No, certainly Sam's done a great job. To come into to Grand Prix isn't easy. All of the tracks that he had ridden on previously, he rode extremely fast from the first pre-practice. So it already shows once he knows the track, and even if the bike wasn't working great, he was still there. You know, inside the top 5. You know, all the sessions. You know, lead-in races, qualifying. Did you get a pole this year? Second, so you know, front rows, that is easy in your first year, you know, that really isn't, and that's only been done by, we're talking 5 or 6 riders that's able to come in their rookie season, so you know, we'll keep the crashes out of it, because I crashed probably just as much, and yeah, I just hope that, you know, the team and the bike works a little bit better next year, everything comes together, and we can actually then see him inside the top 5, you know, week in, week out.
Yeah, that's right. I think once he knows the circuit, the bike's going to improve. I think if he can ride the way that I know he can ride, I think they're going to have something to think about.
In the first year, you know, you have got a lot to learn. I'm not making excuses, but it is a lot different paddock, a lot different tracks. But obviously next year I can't say that, so I think next year will be more of a clear indication of what I can do in that paddock.
And go on, spill the flipping, what do you think about Bradley's performance?
But in all fairness, like I just said before, look how he did in the Energy Championship against all them guys. I think he's had a mega season, and 100% deserves to keep his ride. And I think next year, if he can do the second half of the season, like he did the second half of the season all next year, it's going to be mega. And I think it's great to see a British rider do that good, for come from Moto2, come up and keep doing good. I like
me too. I think for you next year you've got a different spec bike. I think you've got what year. Obviously they're going to move on a level, but you've got better spec. I heard you talking to Steve Miles backstage about it. Without going into mega details and putting myself and everybody to sleep with the nuts and bolts, what do you get that's extra? What's going to make the difference? And where do you think you'll finish? Because you have to step up a little bit now. You haven't done every single year you've raced, but you're going to have to do again.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to be fighting consistently as the top satellite bike.
Yeah.
You know, every weekend fighting with my teammate, but you know, at the end of the day, being in front of him, he's on a factory Yamaha contract. So you know, he is the main guy to beat if you want to be looked at. You know, for the next step up. So we've got some new parts. The chassis is different, front forks, rear shock, tank, rear seat unit. So you know, quite a bit different. We should be getting a new gearbox, you know, which will be interesting.
Yeah.
A few different electronics packages. That all these things aren't going to help on the 1 lap pace because our bike's already really good on 1 lap, you know, as we saw in qualifying, but it's over race distance that we're going to see. In terms of next year, we have to say that we're not really fighting with the factory riders, you know, because they'll always have something that a little bit better. Hopefully Ducati don't make too much of a step, you know, and then we can be there consistently battling for that 5th position, you know, week in, week out.
It's got to be top 6 for you. You've got to be looking at that as a goal, haven't you?
Especially if I want to keep, you know, my future, you know, continuing to improve and go forward. One thing with Yamaha is they don't want to see really a plateau in performance. So as long as they see a constant progression, improving, consistency, good performance, you know, they're really happy with that.
Anybody got a question for the boys? Just sticking under power, come and find you.
I know he's out there, but he's eating the sandwiches out the back. Hutchie, where are you? Incredible, isn't it? Ian Hutchinson coming to the door immediately. Right, there you are. Captain, thank you very much indeed. Look, he's still chewing. I told you he would be eating the sandwiches out the back. There you go. Anything, free sandwiches, we get the guys up here. So Hutchie, lovely to see you. Thank you very much for joining us. Another man has a TT win and he's very fast around the Isle of Man circuit and he's not very fast on the PlayStation 3 game up here earlier today. James Hillier, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Eating sandwiches again, guaranteed. There you go. Nice to see you, James, again. You were rubbish at PlayStation 3, but I know you're going to be very, very good at this. Right, we've got a load of talented sidecar riders here today. We've got basically the whole winning team and podiums from over the years. And I'd like to put your hands together firstly for Conrad Harrison and Mike Aylott. Nice to see you, thank you very much indeed. You are with a gay solo man. Hello, lovely to see you, thank you. Have you enjoyed the sandwiches out the back? Some more talented people coming out here right now, and they're really good fun, and I'm sure they're going to be useless at this game, but please put your hands together for John Holden and Andy Winkle. This way, please, gentlemen. Nice to see you again, lovely to see you with the sandwiches good out the back there. Right, we move on to some more gay solo men, as they said. This man was a TT superstar, he won many, many TTs, and he now instructs you and he does all sorts of weird, wonderful things. He'll be joining me, I hope, on the TT this year as a commentator. Steve Plater, ladies and gentlemen. That is Steve Plater. I wonder who you're working for this weekend. He's a proper whore. Anyway, lovely to see you here. And one gentleman is on his own. He's a TT superstar, multi-world champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Reeves. Morning, Tim. No, you're going up there with that bunch of red space up there. So you can see the talent I've got on the red team. We move on to the blue team. And I'm going to make him my captain of the blue team right now, and I'm sure you'll agree it's the right thing to do. He is none other than the World Superbike Champion this year, Sylvain Guintoli. Good morning, Sylvain. Lovely to see you on this show here. You are my captain today. I know James Whittam's going to be talking to you very, very shortly today, but fantastic. Congratulations on your championship. Must be lovely to come and see such a crowd that's supporting you.
Yeah, it feels great. And it's close to home as well, so yeah, nice to come and say hi. Yeah.
Excellent. I'm sure you'll be with all your helmet and leathers and people today signing and everything else. So where will you be going after here, just so everyone knows?
I don't know yet.
You don't know, but I can pretty be certain that you'll be somewhere around here signing autographs. Right. Joining him out here, please give him a big round of applause for a young man who's got a large future in front of him at the TT and on the road. And it's Jamie Hamilton, all the way from Belfast. Hi Jamie, thank you for joining us. We'll move on to the three wheels again because we've got two fantastic teams coming out here right now. Had a bit of a whoopsie last year, but they'll be sorted out this year. Ben and Tom Birchall, please, ladies and gentlemen. Hi guys, you're on this team here. Lovely to see you again. I know you've had a busy day at the show. And a man with 17 TT wins. He's chasing John McGuinness, I'm sure. It is from the Isle of Man, Dave Molyneux and Ben Binns. Morning Dave, love to see you. Hello Ben, you're on this team here. You're lucky to have him, I tell you, because he knows everything, or he seemingly does. And coming out here right now, or two more gentlemen coming out here for the blue team. One is a very, very young man. Keep an eye out for him. He's in the Red Bull Rookies next year. And it is Rory Skinner. We might have to bring him round here. Rory, come round here so they can see you. Red Bull Rookies this year, keep a close eye on him. And talking of young men, we've now got a very old man coming out here, but no, he's a mate of mine. I've known him for many, many years, and he never stops talking about motorbikes. Please put your hands together for Jack Bernicle. Hi Jack, you're on this team, yeah, because you said you wanted to be with Silver. We've got more. So who do we think we're going to put on which side? Where's the ringer? Jack's not a ringer. Jack doesn't know anything. He forgets more than he knows, so don't worry about it. You want to watch Molyneux, he's the man you've got to worry about. Please put your hands together for a gentleman that's come over from the Isle of Man again, because it is TT Day, of course, and he's probably, well, he's very, very tall. Connor Cummins, ladies and gentlemen. Where do you want to be? I think you should be up this end. Where you want to be? He's snubbed you. Like, don't worry, I've got a guy coming out here now who was certainly was the newcomer this year. A fantastic TT, had a bit of a problem account, but he is a superstar in the future. Peter Hickman, ladies and gentlemen. Peter, you're going up that way. Yeah, you're going that way. Hang on, I've got to say, who else have I got? Oh, and we better have a look where we're going to put him, because I don't know if you boys want him out here. Do you want to have your son out here? Ladies and gentlemen, TT superstar Dean Harrison, TT winner this year. Dean, you can choose, He's looking at the talent. You're staying over there. No, that's not very nice, is it? That's not at all nice. Right, there's your teams. What I do with this game is, because they're not real good, they're not that bright, you can understand they race motorcycles, well, nor am I for that matter, but I'd like to split you up. If you know any of the answers that the red team get, put your hand up and you can win them the points and I'll give you a prize. And the same applies on my left here. If you know any of the answers, please put your hands up and you can help the guys out. And I've got some prizes here. There's the prize fan, 10 grand for the champion team here today. So it's all cash, and it'll all be sorted out at the end, so don't worry about that. That's made them sparkle up a little bit, hasn't it? Let's go.